Wow, that's interesting. We actually have Teresa, the mom, on the phone. Teresa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So we just saw the news story about your daughter. Why don't you fill us in about what's been going on?
When she originally asked me, she said, "Mom, can I ride my bike to school?" I am an avid cyclist. And I had to stop and I had to think before, obviously, I made the decision to say, okay. Before she even began to ride, we walked the route together. We stopped in various places, and I pointed out to her, I said, "These are hazards you want to watch." Then we rode the route together to school. When we got to the school, I stopped and said, "Hey, Cindy, let's take a break for a minute." And I asked her, I said, "How did you feel about that route?" We talked about it. She was fine with it. We came back to the house. We got back to the house, and she was thrilled. She did fantastic. For those of you that know anything about cycling, she stayed about a foot away from the edge of the guttering. She made perfect eye contact with drivers. She was driving she rides very defensively. She always wears her helmet and even has reflective tape so the drivers can see her.
Well, did any other kids get hit by cars or anything like that on that route?
In 1965, there was a child hit on the road.
Okay.
1965.
I mean,
I want to jump in because I think what we've gotten to is a point in this country where we're saying kids can't ride their bikes, and accidents happen no matter what you're doing. But it's more dangerous in some respects to drive a car than ride a bike if you ride that bike correctly. So we're basically telling our kids in this country, you know what? Don't ride your bike. Don't enjoy your life. Get in a car whenever you go anywhere. Ride the bus. That's it. Sit down and go ahead and die of a premature death. And let's, dude, obesity and diabetes are going to kill our kids in this country. Earlier, this is going to be the first generation that dies before their parents.
Yeah,
and it's because we're teaching our kids not to do things like bike. What we need to do is create safe roadways so our kids can bike safely, not take the kids off their bikes.
And that's,
I feel strongly about that.
Exactly.
And that's to school too.
Walking to school, and that's one of actually.
I completely agree. I'm actually working with the Safe Routes to School program because my point to the police department is if it's not safe, let's make it safe.
Exactly.
That's
good.
absolutely
But here's the
true.
thing.
That's the
Your daughter
solution.
could do everything right, and it sounds like she is. You know, she's wearing the helmet, she's obeying the rules, she's being very predictable on the road. But one more safety tip, I have these on all my bikes. It's on the back, and it's a very bright light.
A little blinkies.
And it's the blinky.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even in
So
the
red light,
daytime,
she
this
has
will
one.
get a driver's attention.
And Teresa, we applaud you for your efforts trying to create safer roads. You know, we're not blaming the police officer here because he probably was genuinely concerned for this child's safety. But I think this is a call to all communities. Let's create safer opportunities for our kids to be on their bikes as long as they do it safely. You know, and I'm very blessed. I live in a community now where we've created bike lanes. So my bike route into the hospital, there's a bike lane almost the entire way. And I'm so thankful for that. Well, thank you, Teresa.